Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone and welcome to this presentation. Let me introduce myself. My name is Tiu Fatin Tereski Brillianti. I am magister student in Faculty of Public Health, University of Halluoleo, Indonesia in Southeast Sulawesi Class A. Okay, today I will presenting review journal about factor affecting the quality of life among pulmonary tuberculosis patient at the TB DOS outpatient clinic of public hospital. I'm so excited to share some valuable insight with you, and I hope this presentation help you gain deeper understanding of the subject. This original research at the creator of journal is Diandra Angelia Azahra and Bintang Ringke Magdalena Sinaga. Article received on 6 January 2024 and article accepted on 11 March 2024. Okay, introduction. Tuberculosis is the leading factor of death from infection worldwide and causes more death in patients with human immunodeficiency virus. A quarter of the world population is estimated to be infected with Mycobacterium tuberculosis, and about 5 to 10% of those exposed will develop TB symptom and disease. Globally, there were 7.5 million newly diagnosed cases of TB in 2022, the highest number since the WHO began to track the disease in 1995. An estimate 10.6 million people will be affected by TB in 2022, up from the highest estimate of 10.3 million in 2021 and 10 million in 2020. In 2022, 87% of global TB cases were reported in the 30 countries with the highest TB burden. 8 countries account for 2/3 of this total. India 27%, Indonesia 10%, China 7.1%, Philippines 7%, Pakistan 7%, Nigeria 4.5%, Bangladesh 3.6%, and Democratic Republic of Congo 3%. Indonesia is second country in the world with the highest burden of tuberculosis. TB is one of the global health issues that can substantially affect quality of life. According to Agarwal on 2019, important determinants of the quality of life with tuberculosis are gender, age, social and economic status, comorbid disease including HIV co-infection, residual impairment after treatment completion, adverse drug reaction success or failure with anti-tubercular treatment or ATT, financial issue during diagnosis and treatment, emotional and or psychological dysfunction, stigmatisasi, isolasi, and functional limitation to the disease. Quality of life is a patient's perceptions of position in their culture and value system, performing consideration of their objective, aspiration, social standard, and interest. The study conducted in Ciamis, Indonesia, using vocal breath instrument, revealed that pulmonary tuberculosis has an enormous negative effect on the quality of life of pulmonary TB patients. The decrease in the quality of life of pulmonary TB patients, especially in the physical domain, has a domino effect such as limitation in work that cause pulmonary TB patients to not be able to work at their maximum, resulting in a decline in income or even loss of income that ultimately affect economic conditions. Low income encourage patients to save on medical treatment and transportation to health facility, which are also related to non-adherence to medication. Studies on the quality of life among pulmonary TB patients have not been extensively conducted in Medan, Indonesia. Therefore, researchers are interested in conducting such a study with the aim of analyzing the quality of life among pulmonary TB patients and related factors. This study is expected to be useful for the future in terms of preventing and addressing in the deterioration in the quality of life among pulmonary TB patients. And this objective of the research is to analyze the quality of life and associated factors among pulmonary tuberculosis patients. And then this is method of the research. Study design. A cross-sectional study was conducted at the TB DOS outpatients clinic of Professor Dr. Hairudin Pelubis, University Hospital of North Sumatra, Medan, Indonesia. Subject 100 pulmonary tuberculosis patients, select using consecutive sampling according to the inclusion criteria and exclusion criteria. And the inclusion criteria are age more than equal 18 years, newly diagnosis, undergoing treatment from August to October 2023, and will fully sign and informed consent. And the exclusion criteria are TB patients who are uncooperative and uncommunicative and have a history of tuberculosis and ETT previously. To determine the necessary sample size, the Slovene formula was used since the population was already identified based on the pulmonary TB data from August to October 2023 with a margin of error of 5% and a population of 133 pulmonary TB patients. The minimum sample size estimate was 100 patients. And then data collective. Primary data were obtained through in-person interviews using the Hochul Brief questionnaire. And data analysis. The statistics were analyzed using SPSS software version 27. Descriptive statistics, the chi-square test, and the logistic regression test were used for data analysis. A cross-sectional study was used to analyze the relationship between age, gender, education level, family income, comorbid, treatment phase, and adverse drug reaction with the quality of life among pulmonary TB patients. Age is classified as more than 40 years and 18 until 40 years. Gender is classified into male and female. Kemudian education levels are classified as lower education and higher education. Comorbid are having comorbid or no comorbid. The treatment phase is classified intensive phase if it lasts less than 2 months, and continuation phase is it more than 2 months. Next, adverse drug reaction are classified if there are more than 4 symptoms and no adverse drug reaction if there are less than 3 symptoms. Trustworthiness. Hochul Brief is a quality of life measurement tool developed by the WHO, and then this questionnaire reliable and valid. Next, result this research. Table 1 describe the general information about the study's subject. Among 100 respondents, The majority of them were aged 18 to 30, 26%, with a mean age of 45.2 to 15.9. Most of the respondents were male. 54% had a high education level, 70% had no family income reduction, 51%, and have no comorbid disease, 69%. Regarding comorbid, most of them had diabetes, 25%. The majority of respondents in this study were in the continuation phase of treatment, 59%, and only a few respondents have experienced more than 4 symptoms of adverse drug reaction, 40%. The most common adverse drug reaction are numbness on hand or feet, 52%, gastrointestinal, 42%, hypersensitivity skin, 42%, and sleep disorder, 38%. Discussion of characteristic respondent, percentage of cases of pulmonary TB in men is associated with the work environment and smoking habits that are more prevalent among men than women. Smoking habits or even exposure cigarette smoke can weaken the immune system and make individuals more susceptible to pulmonary TB. And pulmonary TB can occur at all levels of education, both elementary and higher. This is consistent with a study conducted in Ghana, where the incidence of pulmonary TB is higher among patients with a higher educational level. Family income was dominated by pulmonary TB patients who didn't have a decreased family income. This is in contrast to a previous study conducted in Taiwan on 140 respondents, with the majority of pulmonary TB patients experiencing reduced family income. In this study, more pulmonary TB patients were found to have no comorbid, 69%, whereas in pulmonary TB with comorbid patients, it was found that diabetes is the most common comorbid disease, 25%. And then table 2 show the detailed data for each domain and overall quality of life for those who had a bad or good quality of life. Quality of life is classified by a cut-off point. The cut-off points are equal to the mean value of each domain. If the value is greater than the cut-off point, is categorized as having a good quality of life, and vice versa. About half of the respondents had a bad physical domain, 55%. Specifically, the physical domain which had the lowest mean quality of life compared to other domains. Next, table 3 show a statistically significant association between independent variable and the overall quality of life of pulmonary TB patients. The deterioration in overall quality of life was dominated by respondents aged more than 33%, male 28%, low level educate 17%, family income reduction 29%, no comorbid disease 17%, intensive phase of treatment 28%, and adverse drug reaction 23%. Bivariate analysis show that age, family income, treatment phase, and adverse drug reaction had a significant association with overall quality of life. Table 4 show a statistically significant association between independent variable and the deterioration in the overall quality of life of pulmonary TB patients. Multivariate analysis can be performed if the variable in bivariate analysis has a p-value less than 0.25. Based on this, all the independent variables in this study can be analyzed using multivariate analysis. There is a significant association between family income and the treatment phase with the deterioration of overall quality of life. The intensive phase was the factor that most influenced the deterioration of overall quality of life. Results: the CHEST score show there was a significant association between age, family income, treatment phase, and adverse drug reaction with overall quality of life. The logistic regression test showed there was a significant association between family income, treatment phase, with the deterioration of overall quality of life. Next, conclusion of the research: there was a significant association between family income reduction and the intensive phase of treatment with the deterioration of overall quality of life. The intensive phase was the factor that most influenced the deterioration of the overall quality of life. Hence, families, healthcare workers, and the government should consider the treatment phase as a focus of intervention to enhance the quality of life of pulmonary TB patients. This study has a limitation as a cross-sectional study. It couldn't establish a causal relationship. Further study with a longitudinal perspective might be needed for better results. And this is cite this article. You can access if you want to read in more detail. Thank you for watching and for your attention. I hope you found this presentation informative and useful. If you have any questions or would like further information, feel free to reach out. Have a great day. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.